What is good, family, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and follow that little sign that just fell away from the screen. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please interact with that algorithm so we can get this thing rolling and so we can get it finessed enough to show some new viewers. What is up, team? Welcome back. Oh, man, I already see some people coming in. What's up, Rich Ireland? How's it going? Options. Daryl Valentine, how's it going, my dude? Joe W., good to see you here. And what is up, you guys? I love it. Mark Roach, already. Man, come on, man. Come on. How could you be so kind? Thank you, brother. Off-Grid Gorilla, my dude. Happy Thursday to everyone, he says. What's up, Sway? How's it going, guys? I love it. Thanks for coming on by. We had an interesting day in the market today. You know what? We still had some macro data to observe, right? We had PPI. Things are looking like they're a little scary, but it came in better than we expected. So at least the markets ended up pumping to the upside for a tiny bit of time. Monster Mike, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Don't forget, man, you got your ARCa trading team over there. Come on by whenever you are available. My dude, Buzzman. Hey, dude. Earlier, we were actually trying to get you in to the stream to take a look at the, since you're trading options, right? We were going over a very interesting piece of software, and it's just being demoed here to the ARCa trading team, dude. So we just wanted to invite you to that thing, man. So reach out to me on a DM and we'll get you the popping up, right? So yeah, guys, I wanna show you something here that CoinFox did in the ARCa trading team. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over the screen over to the opposing side, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the logo here, and I want you to take a look at this, okay? So let's go ahead and switch that off and just show you here the ARCa trading. This is where some of the members are in here with me right now, right? So take a look at this data that's happening right now, right? He's actually typing in all these things, but it's not actually CoinFox. This is a finance bot. So he just got this interest. He built this thing that all you do is type in exclamation point plus your ticker, and then that gives you all of the pertinent information, right? Market cap, shares outstanding, you get your float, you get your percentage held by insiders, percentages held by institutions, you get your shares short, your short percent of the float, your short ratio, man, in the next earnings date, all in one shot. So guys, if you become a member of the ARCa trading team, go ahead and make sure to click on that link that I'm about to share with you here in the chat and join up as soon as you can. And please do me a favor and hit that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel. Yesterday, guys, even after, we ended up getting 90 likes, right, during the stream, but overall, I came back to the video and I noticed that we ended up pocketing 144 likes in the video, guys. That is absolutely exciting. I love that we can be able to get this kind of attention into the channel, guys. That's gonna help us push forward, right? It's gonna help us show other retail investors or other retail participants a different way, a different edge, right? Let's share that good time. Let's share the good knowledge here with everyone and pass it along, right? It's always good to pay it forward. And so, dude, Sway, thank you so much for sharing it on X. You guys, do me a favor, share it wherever you can. Tell your mom, your wife, tell whomever, right? And we'll get them up in here and chill out. But yeah, so I know that I have it here within the ARCa Discord, but let's go ahead and pull on back over here to take a look at some of the targets that we were observing yesterday, right? So it looks like FNGR definitely traded within our range again, right? So what are we doing? Are we going to push to the upside again? I love the fact that we did this, though, okay? Notice that we got a little tweezer bottom. What does that mean? I don't know, but we're going to find out soon enough. Let's see what GTII is looking like, right? 12-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and pull up on the daily, right? Let's see what the daily has to say. Let's not mess around. So it looks like we came up to that same resistance that we were observing yesterday. That 2540, 2550 is a tough resistance. We got to see about breaking out of that, team, right? But what does this candle mean? What does that mean? We're gonna go to hell? Does that mean that we're gonna go to the skies? I don't know, but we're gonna find out here as we move forward. Okay, you guys. So definitely loving that we're getting some more viewers here. So please go ahead and consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, right? Let's get that thing finessed. And oh yeah, and you know what? We're gonna go over the broader markets as well. What are the small caps saying? What is the S&P 500 saying? So guys, all of this stuff matters. All of this stuff matters for the tickers that we're playing, right? Including FNGR, including GTII, and all that stuff. So we have to focus on that broader market spectrum so that we can understand where price action can potentially go, right? But I love it. Thanks, Mark Roach. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love you. I love you. I love you so much, my dude. And Wicked DM saying, let's see if the steamroller is coming out soon. Oh man, that'd be awesome, my brother. That'd be awesome if it came out, man, and rolling out and taking everybody with it, right? It'd be freaking cool. But Candace Morrison, how you doing? Good to see you here. And Candace is saying only 13 likes. Come on, everybody, please hit that like. Oh, that is so amazing. I can't even express to you in words how thankful I am to you. So what's that? Chad Yunkin saying that he's coming out from Minnesota, checking in. What's up, dude? Good to see you here. And you know what? I think I do have a couple people here. Why don't you do me? Okay, team. Why don't you do me a favor in the chat here on YouTube? Let me know what city you're coming on from. I want to know where you are. Type in the city, just say hello from this, right? You always see John coming up in here saying, hey, coming at you from sunny Southern California. We got Chad here coming out from Minnesota. Let me know where you're coming out from. I want to know where you are. And Susan, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much. Option saying he's coming out from Castle Pines. Ooh, you're way out there, man. I got to come out to visit you and say what's up. So go ahead and type in the chat here. Type in the chat where you're coming from and what city you're tuning in from, and we'll go ahead and see which one has the most consistency. CoinFox saying coming in from Chicago. Dude, Chicago. I love it, my dude. I love it so much, man. I love it. There we go. So we got Mark Roach coming in from California. The Real Conquer coming in from L.A. Off-Grid Gorilla, Durango, Colorado. Guys, this is awesome. We got people all around the world, right? Coming straight out of Compton, says Options. Oh my goodness, what's up? Boat Bump saying Salina, Ohio. That's nice. Sway, biggest little city. Reno, Nevada. Nice. Ah, dude, the Real Conquer saying you're the man. ARCa, no, you're the man, brother. Rob W coming at us from Finger Lakes, New York. Dude, nice, man. How is it out there? What's the weather like out there? Susan saying I'm on. What? Susan, you're on vacation? That's awesome. You're coming at us. Let's see. From Charlotte, North Carolina. Nice. Oh, dude. What's up, Buzzman? Nice, man. I don't even know what the hell is that, bro. How do you even pronounce that? I don't know. Is that Washington, bro? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that, man. Oh man. So Off-Grid Gorilla is saying, hey, Sway, that's where he was born and raised. That's pretty nice, man. And Candace Morrison coming at us from Little Rock, California. Man, nice. What's up, Daryl? Good to see you here in the chat. Really appreciate you for coming on by. We're going to get this thing rolling here in just a couple minutes, and we'll move on forward, right? Daryl saying, I'm across the street from you waiting for the barbecue. I'm a mooch. Man, as soon as we get that barbecue landed, we're going to go ahead and have everybody up in here, right? So, Jay Cool coming in from Miami, Florida. My dude, that's awesome. So, yeah, that's quite literally, you're 3 hours out from you, man, in L.A., Los Angeles, California. You're looking at, 6, 7, damn, it's not, I can't believe it's already that time. Can't believe it's already after 9 for you guys in the East Coast. That, man, no wonder I get these complaints sometimes like, hey, you got to try to come in a little bit earlier. ARCa, please do me a favor. I can't stay up, past 1 a.m. Trying to come on live at your 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Pacific. That's insane. Oh, my goodness, man. But, yeah, so it's Muck Il Tio. Listen, man. And Daryl coming in from Nipomo, California. Nice, man. Nice. Guys, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on by. I got to tell you, team, from the targets that we talked about yesterday, we absolutely put them in play. We absolutely got them in play, right? Everything from GTII, of course, we're not getting the top side just yet, right? Not breaking out as we wanted to just yet. We're going to take a look at the charts, and we're going to find out to see what it's really got. What's brewing under the hood is really what we want to see. Is really what we want to see, right? So J. Cole saying it's 9:12 p.m. Eastern in Florida right now. Dude, my goodness, man. Thanks for tuning in. It feels like it's already kind of late in the day anyway, right? I really appreciate you for coming on by, my dude. And let's see, Off-Grid Gorilla saying half the country is so happy when it's this early. And Jonna, we have another person coming in from Miami, Florida. Nice. I love it so much. Thanks for coming on by. Yeah, man, that's what it is. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it like this. That's where we have a high concentration of cubano, arroz con pollo, mi chiquito. Usted me da un poquito de salsa de tomate. Tell me that my accent is not there already. You don't even know nothing. So let's see. Donna is saying I run at 5 to 6 a.m. Eastern. Ooh, man, that's out there. Good deal. And yeah, team, I love it, you guys. I love it so much. So you know what? Let me just take a look. We're gonna look at the SPY as well, right? This impacted a lot of the price action too. So if we compare the small caps here to the SPY ticker, notice how small caps here got a huge run to the upside, and it looks like the SPY followed through. I mean, yeah, it definitely followed through similarly. So we definitely have the broader markets kind of in correlation here with each other. So it is important. And another thing, hey guys, I don't know if you know this, but this is your volatility index, okay? This can tell you whether the market is acting bullish or it's acting bearish. The 16 mark here, whenever we get close to that, that's bear territory. Whenever we move away from that 16 mark, that's going to be bullish territory, okay? So, guys, I want to share with you something here that was very very important. So, we ended up playing you know what? I actually have these right up in here. So, let me pull this up, and I'm going to show you something really interesting here. And this was regarding the plays from just yesterday, right? So we're gonna have you know what? I remember when I used to stream on during the week. The highest volume that I would get during the week would actually be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's I don't know. That's probably because it's the middle of the week. It's getting juicier and juicier, and then it kind of tails off by around your Thursdays and Fridays, right? People getting ready for the weekend and whatever else, right? So. But still, I want to just be able to share with you something here. I know that it's probably still going to grow. It's all good. Jonna saying Cuba Libre. That's it. And Ricky, what's up, Ricky? Coming in from Knoxville, Tennessee. My dude, welcome to the channel. I love it, man. Thank you for coming on by. Thank you for chilling here with the team. This is awesome. So, all right. So here we go. Let's take a look at this, team. This is the initial post that was posted by Off-Grid Gorilla, one of the analysts and one of my master's students, right, from the ARCa trading team and the ArcMastersCourse. So he posted this just this morning, and this was regarding the plays that we were observing just last night, you and me together, right? So notice that he put here, good morning, everyone. Today's SPY directional price targets predictions from ARCa and Off-Grid Gorilla. Please remember, I see price action and targets based on what I have learned from ARCa's mentoring the last 2 years. I made the SPY bet yesterday, pre-market close for SPY calls based on the RSI positioning in the 1 minute through the 30-minute time frames, both in SPY and the Meta and the Meta tickers. So as Meta has been leading the SPY for the last probably 3+ weeks. Also, a gap fill bias play as part of the thesis. So let's see how it plays out, he says. Okay, so notice here that this was at 4:29 a.m. and we were talking about this play on the SPY just yesterday. So this is today's price action right here. Okay, so now if we move forward and take a look at the next image here, you will see that he at 4:24 p.m. posted SPY call play posted in the AM and pre-market the update. Okay, so ARCa and Off-Grid Gorilla targets were met to perfection, as you can see. Now looking for our downside target for tomorrow. Guys, what he means by that, and with the pictures here, he is actually displaying to you what happened in the price action. And what actually happened? Well, we were talking about a pullback into this zone here of 512.29 before a pump to the upside and experiencing a take profit target well within the ATR, which is the average true range from the play, right? So this was presented to us from Off-Grid Gorilla, right? He put his targets right in here in his chart, right? He showed us that we would, this is his arrow, right? We would come down to this area here and price action would naturally go all the way back up to its ATR top of 518. Okay, we spoke about this yesterday. We had a measured target based on a failure of this pennant, and we got that top side. We got all the way to beyond 518.62. All right, so guys, I got to tell you, if you were there in the ARCa Bulls trading team, these guys loaded some options calls that were worth 11 cents. Okay, so I'm telling you this, okay, if you're talking about 11 cents on an options contract, that means that it's worth $11 each, okay? So those very contracts, by the time that this happened here, were worth over $110 each. That means that if you would have put in $100, you would have turned that $100 into $1,000 on this play. If you would have put in $100, you would have turned it into $1,000. You hear that? Imagine that you put in $1,000. That would have been a $10,000 gain. We're talking about an over 100% gain from little to absolutely massive valuation. Guys, that was incredible, okay? So I'm really talking about an options contract that's worth $11 from an asset that's worth a present valuation of $518.25. So that is literally, a 1,000% gain, man. That was an absolute ripper. That was a ripper. So congratulations to those of you who did take advantage of those plays. I know that in the ARCa Bulls chat, I noticed that someone actually mentioned something similar to that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and bring you over to that side, and I'm going to show you what they said. Oh man. So dude, look at this, guys. I know that some of us ended up playing some of these plays, right? It doesn't look like we're getting all of the read here, but some people were posting their gains for today. And right here, look at this. Check this out, right? ARCa and Off-Grid Gorilla are really spot on with the targets, right? So this, team, this is something that we share together. And look at this guy saying SPY really hit that 518 like ARCa said. Guys, it can seem impossible. It can seem like it's not going to do it, but at times, sometimes all you got to do is stick to the plan and then just maybe consider executing it the right way, and then everything else is history. But you heard it right, team. We're looking at opportunities to really play it safer in the market with lesser risk, right? So this is some of the reasons why I tell you, guys, just trade with me. Let's stay away from the small caps and the micro caps. Sometimes those can present the biggest losses in our portfolio, right? We can try to make that same kind of money with little money on bigger assets, right? So go ahead and hit that link that I'm going to share in the chat and join the ARCa Bulls trading team today. Come by and trade with some very knowledgeable traders. I can't tell you what it's looking like in there now. It's absolutely awesome. So guys, thank you everybody for coming on by. Let's go ahead and start diving into the charts over here and see what we can do about getting us some price targets for ticker symbol FNGR. And actually, you know what? One more quick thing here. In about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, I'm going to be posting up the second or the third now micro burst video. I'm covering the ticker symbol RENT. I'm not sure if you guys took a look at that today, but it looks like this ticker ran a massive run here over the last 3 days, right? And this is something that I put together here for you in case you did trade. That ticker RENT. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off the bat here, right off the bat, with ticker symbol FNGR and see what's up. Immortal, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here, and thank you for coming on by. And yeah, hey Bosco, what's up, man? What's up? Oh yeah. So Bosco, please remember that video is coming up in about 28 minutes, and that's I expressed my thoughts on this, the retracement targets, the upside targets, the whole thing. Okay. So make sure to stick around as it will be up for the team here. And yeah, just about 25 to 28 minutes as soon as it finishes uploading the standard definition, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and move on now to ticker symbol FNGR and take a look at what the price action is telling us. All right. So yeah, like I said, team, a very nice range that we ended up observing, right? We put together a potential top side of around 367 to 376. Price action didn't necessarily agree with that, but we did have a huge pullback into the zone that we were expecting, though. So this is the 314 to 295. We said that the likelihood of coming back to that target would be great, okay, based on the 12-hour time frame, right? So Now, what does that mean? Does it mean that we have upside continuation? Do we have bearish continuation? What is it? Okay. Usually when you're looking at candle structure, let's just make sure that we can observe this first. Okay, so we're going to do something like, you know what? I think I could do it right over here. So let's go to FNGR and let's put together a little diagram here. This candle here, we're going to make it a little bit bigger, okay? So something like this, and let's get rid of those lines, right? Let's just make sure that we can be as simple as we can be here, just so that we can express some, and it's a red candle, right? Okay, so this is what you're looking at, right? We're gonna zoom into it just so that you can see what it's really doing, okay? So this is the candle that we just printed today, right? This is that little one right over there. Okay, now prior to that candle, you have something similar as well, okay? So it's a smaller body, right? Something like this here, right? And it's also in well, I guess it's okay that it's in that color, no problem, right? And then you have long wicks, a longer wick towards the downside, okay? So you're having a wick that's just about like this, and you have an upper wick here that's slightly shorter than the bottom wick, okay? So these are your two present candles right now, okay? Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that we could face a little bit of weakness here. But the good news is that we have what's known as long tails, okay? So these long wicks usually tell us that the bears are losing strength and they can't hold the price down. So that means that price gets rejected from its lows and it comes right back up. Okay, so you're looking at two 12-hour candles here. And that means two 12-hour iterations of the bears not being able to maintain their low. Okay, so what could that mean for us? If we observe now a closer look at this price action here, well, let's pull it on to maybe, let's see what the daily time frame looks like, or maybe even a 6-hour or 8-hour. Let's just observe what it is. Okay, so this formation here, okay, when you have converging price, when you're creating a series of lower highs and higher lows, that usually presents a bull pennant. Okay, this is some people may consider it a bull flag. That means that we may be able to get some upside here, okay? And now that we're speaking about candles, now that we're speaking about this raw price action here, the way that I'm showing you this, Off-Grid Gorilla, the person who was able to put that play together, the one that we were just looking at for the SPY play that we got, that massive 1,000% gainer, right? This is his call out right here with me, right? This is one of my master students, guys. And I got to tell you that he didn't even know what a candle was before coming into the trade. So he came into the mentorship program and he said, you know what? Let's go ahead and learn this the right way. He didn't know what a candle was, let alone any indicators. So I tried to deliver as much as I could from my knowledge, and I tried to, you know, mentor my students and show them what a better way of trading the financial markets could be, just to show a different edge, you know, and try to make them observe what the potentials are of the markets. So now he's one of the leading analysts here on Discord, and he's ripping it, guys. I can't even tell you, this guy probably he turned himself from a 4-figure to 5, even 6-figure trader in just over these 2 years. Incredible gains. Guys, we keep it safe. We make sure to deliver the goods, okay? And then practice them, and then practice these goods live. Like I'm talking about in person, okay? So let's go ahead and make sure that you can reach out to this email here so that you can go ahead and get yourself a seat within the ArcMastersCourse and the Strategies Mentorship Program. ArcMastersCourse at Gmail, and then I'll send you over that information, okay, team? So let's continue on with FNGR here. What do we have to say here, right? Remember, bull pennant. So why would it be considered a bull pennant? Well, that's because we're in an upside trend. So when we start this upside trend and then we start converging price like this, that becomes a continuation formation traditionally. Okay, so this is a very I mean, this formation here has been played over and over and over and over throughout the financial markets forever and ever and ever and ever. I'm just giving you the very basics here, okay? So now check it out in the chat. Off-Grid Gorilla saying ARCa spitting facts. Gorilla knew nothing about candles, indicators, charts, TA, or nothing. Guys, that's amazing, man. I love that we can be able to pay it forward like this and make sure that we can trade the financial markets in a more responsible way. All right, you guys, I want that for you. I want that for you. So let's just go ahead and continue learning here so that you could see what it's all about, right? We're talking about a pennant. This is a bull pennant. Why bull? Bullish. That means upside price action, right? This is your converging price. And guess what? If you know, you know. This is already approaching a potential end. These triangles tend to break out where? At about 65 to 75% to the apex, historically speaking. And when do they invalidate? Well, as you approach the 80% to 90%, that's invalidation immediately. Get rid of the pennant. It's something else. It's not it. And what did we do with a pennant like this? That was the SPY yesterday, you guys. This was the pennant right here. This was a triangle. We were approaching the 85%. We said this is over. We're going to experience a downside here to that target of about 512.29. And then we're going to get ourselves to rip to the upside here to face the overall average true range top of 518. Well, this is where price action opened right here. We came down to the target of about 512.11 from 512.29 at our target and ripped. Man, does it sound that simple? No, guys, no. Yes, I mean, I guess yes, it sounds that simple, but it's not executed that simply, okay? Just make sure to come on by and you'll learn some cool stuff, okay? Now, let's move on here. So, yeah, we're already at that point. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to try to get really granular here with the way that we're observing this chart. And I'm going to see if we can make sure to understand exactly where the position is of this pennant, okay? Because it's already at a point of potential invalidation, and we don't want that, okay? So if this is really it right over here, then yeah, this next candle on a 4-hour chart, if this doesn't start to break out, then this is probably not valid anymore. Okay, so now remember, there are 3 targets to take into consideration for any triangle breakout. FNGR could be facing an upside here into the Euro hours. So let's see. This would be, we're saying that we could break out on the following candle, right? So your highest bound would be right at about $4, and guess what, right? 20 cents. So $4.20 could be that upper bound, right? So then now we keep into consideration the center of the triangle for another potential target, right? This is its second price objective, okay? So trend line from the top side to the bottom side in the center of the triangle. We're observing this area as a breakout. Of course, we just pull it back a little bit for the space, and it's suggesting $3.83 confluent to prior day's high, meaning yesterday, right? So that would be yesterday's high. Pre-market high yesterday was $3.94. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, unless no 4-hour candle, that was during intraday as well. All right, so just it was the high following the prior day's high, just right after the last 4-hour iteration here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the last target, and that's going to be the one where the candle finally breaks out of, right? So it would be roughly around here. So it's if we're playing this strategically or to the trading book rules, right, the traditional way, there could be a minimal move here to around the areas of about 371. Does that make sense statistically? Well, let's go ahead and pull the stats up and see if we could do that, right? So we're talking about the first target to observe at 371. What we want to do now is see what the average true range is for FNGR. And what is it? Let's go ahead and pull up that chart right now and look at the stats and see what's up. So it looks like, well, what is that right there, team? Your daily ATR is reading what? That's right. It's reading $3.71 exactly to the target that we're observing within this chart without even knowing the stats. So the way that we can do that is, if you're not seeing it, right? So let's just go ahead and do it like this. I'm gonna put this right there so that you can see what the price tag is, right? And there it is. You know what? Just in case, let's just make it a little massive here, right? Maybe a little bigger for everyone to see. That's right. We're looking at 371 as your first target from the breakout of a bullish pennant or a bull pennant. And that's on your stats here. We're reading a daily ATR top of 371 because we have a daily ATR range of almost 32 cents. So that means that from the opening candle, the asset can move 31 cents or 32 cents up or down. Okay, so since we're in a bullish formation, and this typically favors the bulls, we can then assume that the overall move, whether it's at the beginning of the trade or at the end of the trade, the session itself, that we are potentially to reach, or with a higher probability, the $3.71 zone. Now, if, say, for example, we have like a FOMO wick, like one of these right here, right? Let me point it out with an arrow. These here, right? Where price action, you know, just kind of wicked all the way crazy to the upside there. Sure, that's possible. That's why we have the other targets in line too, right over here. Let's point them out with the tag. Just like this, right? $3.84 would be your second bound, and $4.20 would be your third bound. Just like that. Okay, so now, do we have any other signs of are we showing Confluence with anything? Well, let's see the daily time frame, and I want to take a look at a couple things here and see if there actually is. Okay, let me put these charts kind of next to each other. So $4.20 is what we're observing here in a psychological formation. So that means your price objective based on psychology is telling you that we can reach that 420. So if we look at the statistics, take a look at this. You're looking at the upper bound of your second standard deviation multiplier leading to $4.13, just about 414. So that already gives you a range. So what do? This is what you do. All right. Take a box. Make sure to focus on that 420 and then draw your range to 413. And this would be your higher bound here. You're looking at a range now. Instead of focusing on one solid target, make it a range so that you know that you have an area of pillow, you know, to execute the trade, to execute either short or to execute the exit position, right? Just get out of the market at that point if you're long. Okay, now let's take a look at the 384. Does it have anything in common with, or is there anything of confluence within the daily time frame stats? So we said, what was it? $3.84. So as far as the standard deviation, it doesn't look like we have too much there. It's saying 328 at the upper bound of the first standard deviation. But if we really focus here, the 384 to 371 appear to be close enough to each other to make a range. Okay, so let's do that. Let's consider it 4 now, because we're going to add one more strategy to this, and we're going to see if we can get even tighter with the target so that we can really put in a serious edge over tomorrow's session, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm noticing here that I'm not, there we go. Okay. All right. So this is going to be your first bound and second bound. And we already have the combination up here with the stats and the psychological take profit. So we already know these three potential targets. Now let's further our edge here. Let's really take into consideration, your overall days high and days low, right? Today's present price action. Let's take that with a fib retracement. We're going to do it a little bit differently than what you see traditional traders do, right? So I use my tools a little bit differently here, right? Okay, so let's see if we have anything of confluence. So take a look at the first target, 371. Well, what do you know? Your one spot 618 golden mean at 373. We already have some rhyming. Very nice. It's almost perfect. Now look at this. We were talking about a space between 413 and 420. Well, look at this, $4.15, pretty much at that 50% zone of the range that we're looking at, right? So we can go ahead and draw it like that, and now we have a focus area if we are to reach all the way to the top side. Okay, this is looking good. That means that we're getting closer and closer with our targets, okay, team? But what if we want to get even closer than this? That you're saying, ARCa, you know what? 371 to 384 seems a bit large. It seems like it could be, what if we don't reach 371? Well, hell yeah, we can observe that, right? So why don't we do this? Let's take into consideration our, the last 4-hour candle here. What about that? Just to show you that there's consistency in really any way here, right? So we're going to use a combination of strategies to identify potential or higher probability targets, okay? So let's do that. Just like this here. Let's see if it rhymes with the lower bound targets that we're observing. Well, look at that. 375 to 382 is your 3 spot 272 to the 3 spot 618 golden mean. Guys, we now have a little bit of a closer area to consider price action, right? Or a price objective. What we're not doing here is we're not combining the targets with your prior price action. Remember that is key. it is absolutely key for us to identify not just the numbers and the psychological targets, but the important thing to do here is to observe price, because price is king. Okay, so that bottom side target of 375, I can adjust to the opening and closing bases of these two candles here because it's so damn close to it. So now we can observe this area here as your focus zone. And what is that area really? You know, I already have the 3.618 up here. That's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this down. I think this would be our real focus. This is the area that we need to really look at, right in there. And what is that area? Well, that just happens to be the 50% of the range. Again, you guys, we do this every single day. I showed you this just yesterday, right? So that's what it's showing. That's what it's showing here. That's what the charts are displaying. So again, what if you're saying to yourself, damn, ARCa, but what if it doesn't go to 371? Well, we take a look at our geometrics. We take a look at the geometrics and compare them to prior price action. Okay, so what does that really mean? We're right now at $3.31 post-hour close. So let's observe the prior 4-hour candle. The top side of this candle here is showing us right up in this area here, the OHLC, that's your open, high, low, close, right? The high of that is 342. So now if we mark a line there at 342 and observe this on the fibs, well, look at what 344 is, the 618 again. And not only that is that you have the 0.786 Fibonacci ratio with its confluence to that. Okay, so that gives us now a range using two different geometric time frames and a prior bar high. Let's go ahead and circle that. Okay, this is going to be a temporary resistance. If we break above this and confirm above this, then there is likely a continuation to the upside. Okay, now what you're observing is the 50% right in the middle, just like we did this one too. Guys, we just did it again using fibs and using price action this time, okay? So that's what I'm looking at here. If we have shorter time frame resistance, this is your immediate short-term time frame resistance, okay? It's not a problem, guys. We could just observe the higher probabilities over the market in that sense. Now, what if you're saying now, dude, you said 371 though, but this is now talking 342. That's a big difference. We have geometric tops and geometric resistances and supports everywhere. So we need to observe this. What about in here? We have these lines that we looked at, right? The 50% of this range and the 50% of this range. But what is this support looking like? Why would we even consider anything there? It looks like if I mark off a line here, it looks like it would be the 50% of this range now. So what is that? What is that 50% in say geometrics? What is that? Well, I haven't moved my candle. I haven't moved my cursor whatsoever. And as we get closer, let me just put the line in here like that. And let's see what it is. And you know what? Let's color it different so that we can observe this as its individual line, right? So we'll just mark it off a really extravagant color, right? Let's do that one there. Okay. So let's move to the geometrics and see what it has. Look at that, right in the middle of the 2.272 and again your 2.618. Okay. So that's team. That's I'm just expressing to you the probabilities here and how they could be done. Okay, so then we have another range. So these are your probability ranges, right? You'd use these for your discretion. You can use this in case price action is moving. We have an area here that there could be weakness, right? Which is very much confluent to the resistance of this regression here. Of course, we're gonna get a pullback. We'll get that top side. We'll pull back to the prior bars high, which could be 333 to about 334, right in this area here, then continue to the upside. No problem, right? So let's just mark that off too. And that's, really, that's all it takes, really, team. It doesn't really, all you need to do is use a little bit of imagination here and pull in that magic, right? So 334 to the bottom side of 333, this could be the pullback area after experiencing a resistance that's very confluent to the targets that we're observing. This focused area that we said at 342 is the next candle at the resistance of the pennant resistance, right? The regression right there. So how are we, are we going to ignore that? Hell no. We can't ignore that. It's marking off a critical point. We need to observe that. We need to at least give it some credit. right? So that's why we do this the way that we do this, in the way that we do this, okay, team? So that is the potential here. Get the upside first, right? We'll likely resist around the zones of about 340 to 344 with a focus right in between of 342 at the resistance of the regression line. Pull on back to the space of 333 to 334 and then continue to reaccumulate. Now, if we do pull back anymore, I got to give you this target too, okay? I want to focus my attention really between these two wicks here. It looks like there's a space in there that we could keep in their consideration just in case, right? Just in case we pull back this zone here. I really am looking at this one wick though. I really think that it could be right around 325. So now if we do pull on back from this top side and pull on back to maybe this area here, if we fail it, this is your bottom side. This is your other support. Okay, so if we do fail that top side and we come back down here, it's okay, because why? If we now focus on the fibs again, your geometrics, look where you're landing. You're landing in the golden pocket. It's a very, very bullish area to observe. Okay, one more thing. We're looking at this top side here, which is about 325. Look at your knot 618, 326. Look at your knot 382 in the larger time frame fib. Two different strategies, 326. There's a lot of rhyming happening there, team. Okay, that's the way I'm looking at things. Okay, that's the way I'm looking at things. It's very I know that it seems like a lot of crap here, right? Guys, I wouldn't be drawing in all these freaking lines if I were trading this alone. I just want to make sure that you can understand it, that you can see the trading plan here and how it can move, right? So let's go ahead and just do one more validation here. So we're looking at that 326 potential bottom side, maybe even that 330 area. Okay, so let's see. Did we say what was the low here? 326. Okay, so let's see if we have anything. There you go. There's the upper bound of the first standard deviation retracement. Statistically speaking, we could reach what? $3.28. All right, we're rhyming. We are absolutely rhyming. Okay, so that's showing us that we have a higher probability target within that 320, 330 realm. Okay, that's literally giving us a massive amount of answers. Okay, you guys, and remember that this indicator here is going to become available to the ARCa Bulls trading team in a matter of about a week or two. I'm just perfecting the size on it, right? Because if you're not using a 5K display like the one I'm using here, then this is going to appear like freaking all the way over here. Is going to be a huge display at a 1080p. All right, so yeah, as a trader, guys, as a chartist or whatever you want to call it, whatever, you want to look for Confluence. Whatever your system is, whatever your tools are, find Confluence. If it all rhymes together, if you know, I mean, you know what? Even my mentor once told me that it doesn't matter how much the moon and the stars align. There's no guarantee in the financial markets. And I got to say, that's true. That's completely true. I'm going to forever hold that in my heart, because the guy was absolutely right. It's like I told him, look at this. I have a Confluence here with a fib. I have a Confluence with the formation. I have Confluence with this and with that and with this and with that. And then the next day and nothing happened. And I'm like, what? He goes, did you make sure to look at your volatility? Did you make sure to look at the volume traded in pre-market? Did you make sure of this? Did you make sure of that? Was it illiquid? So it looks like you were playing in an illiquid asset and it didn't move. So your thesis might have been right, but you just missed a couple steps. All of that, team. All of that matters. All of that matters. We have the targets already. So let's validate it real quick. Let's see the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a corrective move on stochastic momentum. Looking okay. This thing looks like it's about to shift, right? It's still on a downside pivot, but it looks like it's curving, right, to make that shift. Well, we're talking about some supports at the bottom side. So do we have upside first or downside? I guess we have to validate that. Here you go. 10-minute time frame, upside pivot. Let's see what the 15 is saying. 15-minute time frame, upside pivot. Right? 5-minute time frame, upside pivot. And what did we say we would do from the beginning? Just using price action, we said that the likely move here would be a break from 331 to the upside first. We would resist here, then pull back. And look at what the momentum is telling you. 5-minute time frame, very short-term time frame, upside. right? 10-minute time frame, very short term upside. We're breaking above your critical contraction, showing us that we do have some interest for buy side in the immediate short. And take a look at this, your 15-minute time frame upside, and also look, breaking upside with volatility. Right? So that's how it goes, you guys. That's how it goes. We observe the financial markets in a different way, and we trade it in a different way, regardless of how the hell you look at the markets. Just use your strategy and use your system, whatever that may be, and find the confluence. Okay, so we just did together, and it's looking pretty damn good. Immortal GTII is saying that finger is consolidating well at a 350. Yeah. And you know what? It could be that we could be setting here a new area of support, right? But if we draw I know this is gonna just go into berserko mode there, right? I think we have other drawings here at that potential 350 top. Yeah, we do. So if we observe like price action like this, it looks like we're trading in a range that has previously been traded in before. So this would be considered like a chop box. So as long as we're within it, we're trading within it. We need to break out of that to the downside or to the upside in order for us to make the next decision. And I will say that even in the 30-minute time frame, it looks like we're invalidating this ridiculous looking head and shoulders, right? So just don't negate it, right? It's presently there, and it does have a pretty nice regression with its bottom side like this, right? Look at this. So we have multiple contact points. You have the contact point 1 here, 2, or 0 point 1, 2, and 3 here. So this marks off the neckline of a very bearish formation. We can't ignore that, okay? So just in case there is a bearish formation here, what would that mean theoretically? So if we're looking at this from both sides of the perspective, because remember, I'm not going to present to you just the upside targets here. We have to look at the bear play too. Why? Because when you're hitting reverse on your car, you got to make sure that there's not a car behind you and when you're parking, right? If you're going to hit that damn thing. So we got to look back. Right, so here we go. This is going to be our reverse. Let's just make sure that we can have this in play. Your bottom bound target on this would be around 248. That would be a 50% retrace from the entire range that we got. Technically speaking, that would be an invalidation completely beyond this point here at 256. We don't want that. Okay, we don't want that. This needs to make sure. We need to make sure that we can at least maintain price action above $3. So you're hearing that right, okay? $3. This is your inflection point. If you start getting closures beneath the $3 zone, you're done. Okay, that would be the invalidation for the upside. $3. But as long as you're above $3, we're chilling. We're hanging in the Bulls court. Okay. So just make sure that we can keep that in mind and really observe the price as we move on, okay? Because that's gonna be a bit dangerous here. Okay, so that's it for ticker symbol FNGR. Let's go ahead and move on to GTII and see what it's got. Right, we need to observe we need to get to the financial markets here and see what the plays are going to be for tomorrow. Right, we need to see what the SPY's going to tell us. Right, so yeah, there could be stop runs, right, Coin? Oh, man. So CoinFox is saying 290 to 280 next week is the reload, in my opinion. Oh, that's interesting. So you're looking at that similar target that I was looking at down there, right? So except that I was looking at around a 250. So if it does do a 280 run like here, whereas the one of the bottom bounds that I was looking at for support for today, that would mark off a higher low. And that would be super bullish. If let's just say it like this, team. If we came down to 285 and bounced and did not close beneath $3, that would be immensely bullish. The rejection from 285 may lead to a spring, and that would be something that would be a Wyckoff reaccumulation phase. Okay, and I don't practice Elliott Wave. I don't practice Wyckoff. I just know a fair bit of that because it's my job to know the financial markets in every different way possible, right? So I'm gonna be a jack of all trades and a master of none, right? So let's see if we can practice that, because if we do experience that downside of 285, that could very, very well be the spring, or otherwise known in Wyckoff theory, it would be the terminal shakeout. So that would be an immediate downside before an immediate recovery. Okay, so there is that potential. If we do get that, that would be an incredible bear trap or a liquidity grab. All right, so it's going to trap a bunch of shorts down there, and we're going to use them as liquidity, and this thing will run to the upside. I know that those of you who have been watching me here for a while, I know you know what I mean by that, because we've called several on FNGR for those liquidity grabs, and they've all worked out pretty good. And this could be another one right here. Take this thing 45% to the bear target, which they're expecting down here at about 248. Taking 40% of that gain, that would trap the hell out of the majority of them. And then guess what? You can use that. You can use that as upside liquidity, and that would be incredible. That would be powerhouse price action. So CoinFox is looking at the order at the book map here, and he's telling us that the big seller is at $8 and $10. Might take some weeks, but the bi-weekly looks like this could drift up after it breaks and holds $4. Did you just hear that? Guys, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. CoinFox just came in and looked at his book map, which is live data, right? Dude, show me. Throw in a. Can you throw in a screenshot? Do we really have a piggy down there that's that big? I'm sorry, up there. That means that they're, dude, a big seller of $8 to $10. That means that they're forcing the algorithm to take it to the top. That could be Seb. That could be Sebastian putting a sell order up there, huh? Oh, dude. There's no information available for this ticker. Got it. Oh man, guys. So you're hearing it right. You're hearing it right. I mean, Coin. I don't know where you are, buddy. If you could provide a screenshot, let me know. You want to say something? Go ahead. You're open.
Yeah, I can't. The orders aren't populated right now, but I was looking at it for the last couple of days. They've been sitting there. These orders have been sitting there.
You hear that, guys? You're hearing that there are orders, sell side orders sitting at about, what did you say again? Let me see where you're.
Yeah, 8 and 10.
$8 to $10.
8 and 10 are the big boys. That might be confluent with the warrant, if this warrant thing everybody's talking about is real.
Yeah, $7 exercise strike.
Yeah. So to get the warrants at 7, I think the stock would have to be closer to $10.
Oh yeah. And if that's definitely at least, right? So if that really is the case, then there could be an algorithmic reason to bring this price action to the upside, and that would be a sell side pressure, but at a higher valuation. So what you're hearing is that sometimes, yes, that could be a real sell target from someone who has that much, because they wouldn't be able to put it if they didn't have it, right? So the algorithm would only force the price action into that area when it wants to grab that liquidity. So sometimes that could also be a wash, right, or a spoof, right? So somebody that has that available margin could put in a sell order, meaning a short at that top end. So the algorithm may force the price to reach that area in hopes of grabbing that liquidity, right? And
bi-weekly.
Say again, Coin?
Keep that bi-weekly too.
Yeah. So there could be that potential, right? I can't believe we're saying this, right? We're saying it out loud right now, and it's kind of scary to say this because, dude, trust me when I say that I've faced an enormous amount of scrutiny when it comes to FNGR and putting out targets like those, right? But that's some people would consider that sensational, outlandish. They would consider it whatever. But the fact is that it is existent in the charts and it is existent in the book, right? So if it's there,
you see the bi-weekly chart.
Oh yeah, let me pull it up here and let's take a look.
Look at this. Look at the bi-weekly.
Take the bi-weekly here and see what's up. Oh man, that's a massive green outside bar breaking. Yeah, this is breaking the structure completely.
Look at that pennant. Look at that big pennant
right here.
Look at that thing.
You know what else, dude?
Oh God.
Let me show you something. I think I could do it here. This is, yeah, that's a big, we're talking about upside. This is so if we were to draw this correctly, right, we could even draw it from this point. This is actually Sebastian. He pointed this out to me. He pointed this out to me a while ago. I know that we can do it like this, but it just feels weird, right? But we could do it from this point here too, right? So if we get the trend line here, let me just open up a new chart. Let me do a completely new thing here and just speculate here a little bit, right? Because I know that retail likes it when we do this because they're theoretical. These are what are they called again? When you're observing the potentials on options contracts of how much it can be worth. We said it earlier. Pipe dreams. Pipe dreams.
Okay, pipe dreams.
let's take. I mean, but they're viable. So let's take a look at that. So bi-weekly chart here on log. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? So if we have the scary thing is that this would technically be your top side. There are two potentials here too, okay? Because there is also, oh dude, I think this is the more powerful formation because this is also considered a downside here before convergence. So in fact, there is this to consider right here. Look at this coin. If you're observing my chart, take a look at this. What about that? You know, and actually it was like this. There we go. That's what happened here. That was a false.
Pretty close to $8.
It was a false breakdown. We had a false breakdown here, rejection from the regression, and we're reclaiming the inside of the formation. And we're testing that support bottom. Guess where that support is, guys? $3. We were talking about a support at $3 to $2.85 just now. You know? Confluence. All right. So how would this work out? Because this is the thing. The formation becomes bullish. Is this? I mean, this would be continuation for the downside, though. So if we have a downside, yeah, I mean, this is a continuation because we're on a downside. But it is reclaiming. So that means that we could actually invalidate the bear play on this. I see the pennant too. I just feel weird about drawing the pennant like this. Look, I feel weird about drawing the regression like this, right? I mean, taking this out of context, and this is what you're observing, right? Something like this. But that it makes me feel a little weird, yeah, right? It's because of this retracement, and so then it makes me look at things a little bit differently by adding maybe the top end here. But if this is the case, then this would, I mean, we had a downside here and it went up for a little bit, right? I mean, that was 320 to about the top side here of about 936. So I guess that could technically very tiny technically be considered, you know, the right angle triangle on the top end. But what I'm really observing here is the downside with convergence. So that would mean downside continuation. But it looks like there could have been the biggest bear trap ever on this bi-weekly bottom side here of 190, 192, 194, whatever that is, confluent to this historical bottom here. So there was a support at that 197 that was responsible for a jump to almost $10. So that would be an area to experience one of the biggest bear traps ever. And every step of the way here, this was a bear trap that I called back when we were, back last year in March. I called another one right down here, and then from here, then we started experiencing this downside. It kind of disappeared right around here. I'm like, damn, dude, this thing broke below the regression. It's gonna want to take the downside here, and that would be a freaking suicidal bottom side target. But if we are observing this the way that we're looking at it, matching the bottom side support here of 190 something to this historical bottom, it's a 50% retrace. That's the 50% of the entire price action here. It would reject there. So I'm talking.
Another thing I'm saying,
Yeah.
look at the intervals. Look at the intervals of time in between the moves.
Right. Let's measure them. So if we're looking
Very
at,
symmetrical.
yeah, you're talking about this macro peak here, all of them actually. So there is, so we have an interval here of 713 days. The bottom side here to, I guess, would it be that peak instead, or no? It would probably be around.
Swing high, swing low. Swing high, swing low.
All right. So if we're really looking at that, then this would be a 280 day interval. So let me do it like this instead. There we go. So that would be still a multiple of it, right? Oh, actually, sorry. Right here. There we go. 294 days. Swing high to swing low to swing high. 280 day interval. And I guess what would this one's a little confusing. I guess we could use it like this here, 280 days. And let's use this one here. That one would be just about 182 days. So yeah, it's symmetrical. There's a lot of symmetry here. So yeah, 294, 280, 280, 190, 182.
Look at in between that big, huge boner candle there.
Oh,
What's that?
this one here?
Right there. Yeah, right there. From the bottom, swing low, right there, to the trough near you, to the right, just a hair. Yeah, scoot that over to the left.
To the right here.
To the left.
There we go. 200. Damn, dude, that's 280 days right there to the top.
Yeah. Now, yeah. And move it back. Now double it. Go from that point to the right to the previous low.
Oh, low. Right here.
No. Like copy paste that.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, hold on. Let me get a
Control C, Control V, and then scoot that bitch over. What do we got there? To your trough. Bam.
Right here. Holy crap. Damn. Marks off right on the candle that we're on.
Yeah.
Dude. Guys, you seeing this?
It doesn't mean it's going to play out, but I see a lot of symmetry in these moves.
Yeah, man. Holy crap. Guys, we just... CoinFox, dude, I gotta give it to you, man. Good job. Let me do this here.
What about to the left one as well? Where if you take it over, is that equal as well?
Say that again, buddy.
To the left of the big boner candle.
This one here?
Do the same thing. Do the same thing you did to the right, and see if that's 180 from the one you were just on to the boner candle.
Yeah.
Is that 180 days as well?
They're close. They're all very close.
They're all super close. That's within like 2-3 days.
That's freaking ridiculous.
280, 280. So we're following intervals here. That means that the next 280 days is upside, or
I mean, it's possible. Look at you're talking about a bi-weekly. This would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, yeah, why not?
Wait a second. What the hell? Dude. Oh, man.
What the hell, Bobby?
What the hell, Bobby?
Yeah.
Right here,
You've already put in like, what, 20 days of that next move already?
Oh, my goodness, dude. That's funny that you look at this, because for those of you who watch me break down GTII, I did exactly this, and I noticed a 480-day interval within GTII. Dude, literally the way that you just did this, I did this like last year. It's funny, you and I think so similar. Guys, what you're observing here is the breakdown in market prep for the potentials of price action leading into the future. That's what we do in the ARCa Bulls trading team. We literally break down the tickers to nothing. We piece them out, and then we analyze them and observe the confluent targets. We observe intervals just like we did here. We do it all, okay, in order for us to gain a deeper and deeper edge for the future of price. And I'm going to remind you one more time, team, please go ahead and consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team. And you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and copy one of my iterations over here, because
OGG, could you check the options software and see if you see anything around that $8 or $10 area?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm on my phone.
let me go ahead and yeah, please let's go ahead and check
Finger?
the options flow and see what
Yeah.
the
Just
Okay,
for
hold
the
on.
heck of it. You're gonna have to go toward the end of the year, maybe.
yeah, maybe so. Let me go to the where is it? We're gonna do the landing pad invite, right? So let's go ahead and see right here. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you the invite link, team, while we pull up the information for the options flow, and we're gonna see if we can gain some confluence with the observations that we're facing here for topside price action, and from there, I think we'll have a deeper and deeper edge over where price can go. So let me just go ahead and share this real quick with the team before we pull up that the guys. The software that we're talking about is it's a brand new software that's being demoed with the ARCa Bulls trading team through the person who runs the analysis for the options trading in the NYSE. So this guy's a big deal. That person came up and spoke to us today in private and is starting to demo their alpha version of their flow calculator and their overall options flow software. I think I can say it like that, right? So I don't know if we're going to be able to share an image just yet. Maybe we could, maybe we shouldn't. I don't know, but we're going to display it to you here first, and you're going to be able to see something that's the ARCa Bulls trading team is working on to acquire. Okay, you guys, so that's another potential too for the ARCa Bulls trading team. We may, not a promise, but we may have access to this software before release, months and months ahead. We're talking about a software that has AI generation within it to forecast higher probability targets on any asset in the financial markets. Okay, so using options flow and options analysis. So guys, before we do that, let's go ahead and see if we can acquire some of this information. And I'm just gonna go ahead and ask for you to please be patient with me for about 5 minutes. My son is still asleep, and I need to make sure that he wakes up from his nap. Okay, so let me do a BRB here. Just give me 5 minutes, right? And I'll go ahead and get this little guy awake and give him some snacks here so he can chill out while Daddy does his work, and then we'll move on to the options flow. Okay, you guys, we're gonna find out exactly where FNGR has a potential of moving to, and we're talking macro targets here. Okay, you guys.
Look at that gap right there. Look at that gap.
In the top and on the biweekly.
Look at that gap. Look at right there. Up.
Oh, I see it right here.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh.
Holy crap. That's literally right within the $7 target. All right, guys. Yep. Hold on. Hang tight here, because we're going to bring up, yeah, man, damn. We're going to bring up the software now and see if we can get some upside generation here. And we're going to really put this thing down to work. All right, team. So hold on just for a quick moment. I'm going to turn up the tunes here just a little bit, and I'm going to get this little guy awake. All right. So guys, thank you so much for sharing this with me. This is a momentous moment here for FNGR. As you know that I'm not the biggest fan of the asset, but it is showing high promise for some huge targets. Okay, so let's just hang on tight. Okay, just a moment, team.
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Got to have my motto fucking cornbread.
FBI, open up!
There's some options at $8 and $10 strikes. Not very many, and there's not much open interest on it. The $8 strikes are at 25 cents, and the delta's at 23 cents, and they're for August of 24. It's not showing much interest in them at all. And then there's $10 strikes. Those are priced at 5 cents. The delta's at 0.07. And yeah, not much interest in those either. The 10s,
Yeah, maybe not yet.
What's that, buddy?
Maybe not yet.
Yeah. There's 8. There's 52 at $8 for the calls, and there's 66 at the $10 for calls.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to research the whole chain and see where it, because there may be some at different expiration dates that are higher. I think we should research it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on the trade blotter right now, and I'm looking at the tops. You know, the top of the list and the recents.
Yeah, I think we need to look at the whole chain, maybe do some research and get back to everybody, like, you know, tomorrow or Sunday night stream. Options would be the one to dig it out.
May 17th, $10 strikes got 1,062 open interest.
May 17th, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
2,000 at 15.
I mean, yeah, when this thing actually makes the move, well, I mean, look at it. It's like rocket ship. Let's see here. They did a railroad track down, turned it right back around, broke that high. Well, look at a couple of weeks ago, well, maybe last year or whatever, but they did the same thing. They came down, they popped it, they railroad tracked it right back down, baked it out with the same little ass hammer candle. You see that shit? Popped it, and then popped it again, and then the following 2 weeks were just straight rip city. So yeah, that May 17th probably is very possible. I like that. How much are those?
Hold on. Back to them. May 17th. 10s are 15 cent, in between 5 and 15 right now. 15 is just registering 15 at the bid, or at the ask.
How about the $8?
$8 got 270 open interest, and it's just registering 15 at the ask.
Okay. So it's still light, but okay.
Data's below a cent on those $7 calls.
Yeah. I mean, something like this might be worth picking up some shares and selling the call options against it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm doing in my paper trading account.
All right.
Hey, ARCa.
What's up?
So I was thinking maybe we should do a deeper dive into the options over the weekend and then maybe present it in the Sunday night stream.
That sounds good. You know what we're gonna? Yeah, and let me tell you.
But check this bi-weekly. Look what they did. They look to your left, to the previous pivot right here to the left. Right
this,
there, down.
up here or this
The
one?
pivot low. Left. left.
Oh, this
left,
one here,
left,
the previous one?
left. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, look how they popped it up and they railroad tracked this thing down, right? Look at that red hammer candle.
Yeah, this
Down.
one. Yeah.
Now look it to the right. It's the exact same formation.
Oh, right. Literally here.
Same thing. They popped it. They rammed it down. Mini hammer candle. Popped it. Look at that.
Here we go. Let's do a comparison in volume too. We have a 1.153 million, 1.93 million on the present. Let's see. The second one was a 3.85 million. We have a 2.21 million, and the third one was a 13.4 million. We're at 3 million already with 7 days to close. This still has over a week to close. That could very well go into that volume. It's similar in volume as well. So this could be a repeating fractal.
Yeah.
Guys, okay.
Same interval, same volume, same candle structure.
And similar regression too.
Yeah.
So guys, let's I think CoinFox is right. We're gonna make a deeper dive here into the weekend, and I'm gonna tell you why. You already heard CoinFox talk about his thesis based on the book map. The book map is showing us that we have some sellers up in that top side of around $8. Okay, big sell orders are already present there as we speak. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna concentrate the higher open interest options contracts into the further expiries, right? Into the further out expiries, and we're gonna see which one has the highest concentration of open interest, right? So that's gonna give us an upside target using an options flow. Okay, so this is what that's we're gonna perform a deep dive using that. Okay, we already know that there is a potential of an $8 target based on just the sellers that are up there. Now the regression line, the resistance line here that's very confluent to price action is speaking 722. Okay, and this is absolutely price converging within an ascending triangle. Okay, so this is in other words, team, there could be a deeper continuation. So if we are to phase, even if we were to phase a top side of around $8, maybe $9-10, whatever that is here, this very well could still play a bearish play. It could very well be the end of this formation, right at around 75% to the apex, right here on the following bi-weekly candle. So that means that this price action would essentially reject and then come back all the way down. Okay, so we have a reason for price action to reach those top sides. We have a reason for the price action to reach, not only because we see it in the book map, but also because of the warrants with an exercise at $7 strike. Okay, so critical things to observe here.
And a gap at 720? What is the gap right there?
It was like 650 around there. Let me see.
Yeah. So right in that zone, yeah.
Right in here, right?
Yeah, up. Yeah, where the
this
previous
area here.
Close. Where's the close? Right there.
That's right here, 632. So man, it's all within the range.
Mm-hmm.
It's massively within the range. And take a look to the left. Look at the amount of resistance and support that there is on the literally this line right here. You have the opening basis of that candle there, support from this bi-weekly candle here, support from this bi-weekly here, resistance from this bi-weekly. Look at this. The opening of this bi-weekly, the closing of this bi-weekly. We have the closing of this one here. Man, there's
all
a lot of use.
Filled.
Dude, look at this.
Every gap is filled. They've all filled.
Yeah, they've all. Oh crap, they have. And this
Except
one is the
that
one. Well, there is one more here, right? There is another one here. So that
Where?
Right in here. You see my chart?
Oh, but that one's already filled. To the,
right, to this.
That boner candle.
We're looking at. You're right. You're right. We're looking at the only one in history that has not been filled. You're right. Oh crap!
Yeah.
This is the gap right in here, and that's the only one in history, in the entire trading history of FNGR, that has not been filled. Man.
As
Okay,
far as
guys.
I can see, just
Yeah.
I'm looking at your screen, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's as far as I can see as well. I think that was
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that really was it. Ooh, man, we have a reason now. So guys, technically there is a reason to move up there. We also have some validity with sellers sitting up there. And the next step is going to be to validate a move of this caliber here with options flow. Okay, so we're going to gather ourselves the higher open interest options contracts, and we're going to target them. We're going to see what targets they have as a strike, and that is going to tell us where the mass sentiment wants the FNGR asset to go to, and we have the tools to observe that. So I think this is awesome, guys. I think this is really cool. And I really love that we were able to kind of join heads here and help out the FNGR community, because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not maybe into the millions of market participants within this asset. So yeah, no one is going to believe it. And then also, please guys, I got to tell you, do not make any rash decisions here, okay? Because what I really hope to do is to provide you a good amount of targets to the upside so that we can consider a risk off, right? Because this, remember, it's only $3, so this is a little light. That means that, any bit of a group or whatever can take this thing to the upside. It doesn't take that much, right? It's definitely, 1 days of Tesla volume could make this thing go to freaking $20, right? So let's just put it that way, and then also think of the downside in case somebody, runs this short with that kind of volume. We got to be very careful, team. We got to be super careful about how we move forward with this ticker, but there are massive upside targets and enough reasons to take this there. Okay, remember, guys, take this with a grain of salt. Okay, you're hearing this from some of the greatest traders that I've ever traded with, and we're joining heads to try to help out retail here. Okay, team. So please make sure. Yeah, I see it. I see it too, my brother. But I'll tell you what. This is your shoulder here. This is your head. This is your shoulder. This is invalidation. So that's another potential here. That was breaking the market structure. 312, 314. That was it. As soon as we get this thing, as soon as we get some macro closures above this, because we're getting daily closures above that, that's already validating more and more and more for a continuation here. We're reclaiming the inside of this formation here, and that is very powerful. Okay, so psychologically speaking and technically speaking, this is supporting a continuation to the upside. Okay, now whatever sentiment will say, it's just that's what they will say, and we have to be kind of complacent to that, right? We don't know what psychology is going to do here, because there are a lot of people in fear, and there are a lot of people trapped outside of the money right now. I know there's people with an average of $4, $5, $6 even. Okay, so we have to be careful here, but this would allow an opportunity for you to potentially get some cash back. And that would be the most amazing thing for me to observe. Okay, so remember, the reasons that we're looking at this top side target. Why? We're going to just do a recap here so that everyone knows, because it looks like we got some more of the participants coming back, or the viewers coming back in. So we're going to do the quick recap here, okay? Why would we be talking about some upside targets above here? First thing that we noticed was a gap. We have a gap right in here, and it's the only gap in history that has not been filled from FNGR on the biweekly time frame. The only one. Okay, that's the number one. Number two, we're reclaiming the inside of this formation. This is an ascending triangle, and I got to tell you, in the trading world, the ascending triangle, or really, actually, yeah, the ascending and descending triangle, or known as a right-angled triangle, is the only triangle that has mathematical properties to it. This is your acting hypotenuse, right? Or this one here inversely. So what we're using here is a mathematical formation that has a high hit rate in general. In what? In a macro time frame. So the bigger the time frame with formation, the higher the hit rate. Okay, next reason. We started to notice a fractal. We started to notice that we have these three candles here are very similar to these three candles here. So it looks like we're repeating signals. And not only that, is that the signals also have confluent volume. They're very similar to each other as well. That's insane. Okay? What we're gonna do here is pair this with the back test. We already have a back test supporting a top side of around $5, right? The 451 target or 452 target, whatever that is, we have a back test supporting that. So now if we observe here, if we start breaking above that, let's just say this. This is right here. You're one of the bounds of the back test, taking you to this area here. Well, let's look back. Look at this pivot here. We have a tweezer top that was responsible for price action to go from $4.42 all the way down to $1. And statistically speaking, this is where price is headed to. So guys, we have multiple reasons for the asset to continue to the upside, and we're going to try to gather all that information now with options flow as well. So we're going to continue validating the upside progress here for FNGR. Man, I know I dove into GTII, but this was coming back into this. This was insane.
You got one more daily gap from the 13th of September 2023 on the daily.
September.
That's the only other gap I can find. September 2023 at 760.
September 2023.
Look at that.
7 right here.
At the top. At the very top.
Oh, here, dude.
No,
Yeah.
At the very top.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And that's a daily. And that is in the $7 target, which matches the warrants, which is the other reason. Holy crap. Dude, I don't know, this amount of confluence. I mean, there's enough reason here, statistically speaking and technically, to take this thing to the top, to take it to the crest. If we're really gonna make a move like this, there's enough reason with the warrants, up here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, and that was CoinFox performing that quick back test here within the daily time frame. So, dude, thank you very much for sharing that knowledge with us. And also that 623 gap that we're looking for on the bi-weekly, very much present in here on the daily time frame too. In fact, we're getting a clarity that it would be from 632 down to about 610.
There's another one at 560 also.
560, man, we have all those reasons, and that's 560 just
wait,
breaking
no,
upside.
I'm sorry. That filled. That gap filled.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Yeah. I understand. That's kind of like what happened to me just a little bit before.
Yeah.
And even this one here just got filled too. So let's see. Zachariah saying, ARCa, is this potential setup for the finger short squeeze people have been talking about? Well, we're gonna, and you know what? We should also go over the gamma levels on this. We should see also where max pain is, because we may be over it soon. It feels like it's concentrated somewhere around here, around the $4 mark. It feels like there's max pain right around this area. So if we do start combating this, that max pain zone, then price action can quite literally, swoosh up. But if I guess it's a little much saying that we can short squeeze, but what I do see as a higher probability would be a gamma squeeze, or more of a gamma ramp, which would be the first stage before any short squeeze can trigger, right? So a gamma ramp would lead into a short squeeze, but that's going to be a tough thing to observe here and to really get going, because we're talking institutional holdings here. Institutions technically never have to cover their short position. It's they have endless margin, and then they'll get hit with a slap in the hand, freaking $150,000-$200,000 fine and a little slap, and then say never do it again while they're still doing it. I don't think the short squeeze is what we're going to experience. I think we could experience a gamma ramp. But we're going to invest. Say that
Sorry.
again, Coin.
I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna be quiet.
No,
about
go
this
ahead, brother,
ticker.
please.
I just one thing to take note of, guys. This is a very high float, so with very low short interest. So this could take a lot longer than you may think. We checked out the intervals where, hundreds of days. I mean, you don't think this is just gonna go. There's the short interest is very low on this, and it's got a high float.
So, by the
if you're
intervals,
gonna play this, you got to be very patient, and have your plan.
absolutely.
Hey, I want to add something to it as well. Those warrants, the way they work is,
Yep.
you can exercise them at any time that you want. Okay, and for every 10 shares that you have, you have the option of one warrant, and all that means is you can buy and turn that one warrant into shares at a price to you of $7 per share, not to somebody else. So really, until this asset is over $7, those warrants are virtually useless.
And that
And
goes
the warrants
with it, brother.
expire.
We were saying around $7.50 to $8 potential before people start even thinking about exercising this. So please go ahead, my brother. My apologies.
Yeah, and the warrants expire in 2026. I don't remember the exact month. I don't have the filing anymore that I read through, but they expire basically in a year. Probably about 2 years is when they expire. So I mean, you could literally buy the shares now for whatever it's at, $3, rather than waiting to exercise the warrants. Obviously, you got the warrants for free, but right now they're not turned into shares until you actually turn them into shares. So if the stock price goes to $10, then those warrants have true value, because you basically own the spread between the $7 and $10. So they would be worth $3 more than you are controlling them at. It is no different than owning an option or the rights to an option contract that you buy. Like if you bought options, call options, let's say leaps for January of 2025 at $15, and you bought them for, I looked in the options chain, and they have them out there for $15 of January of 25, and I think you can buy the contracts for like 20 cents a share. Don't quote me on that, because I don't remember all the prices. I've been looking at a lot of numbers just over the last 15 or 20 minutes. But you would be controlling those, and you could also buy those $8 contracts for 20 cents a share and control them. But that's only until May. But basically what that says to you is if you buy those contracts for 20 cents a piece and you're controlling that until May 17th, you control however many contracts you buy or however many shares at that price. And if it goes over $8, then basically you own the spread, you own the difference. But to exercise those options, you would still have to pay the owner of those shares right now the $8. So I hope that helps make a little bit of sense to it. You don't get warrants issued to you when the price goes to $7. You still have to buy them.
There we go. That was a very good explanation. And what I'm doing here is just to kind of show people in a 4-hour interval how price action can kind of behave here at one time the normal speed. And this is days after days after days of price action. And what we're looking at here was just the example from April 2nd. We're sitting on April 11th right now. And the volatility here really does show how much upside and downside we could experience. So let's just say that we were to go over the daily time frame during this run here from 129, which is the initial one that we spoke about, right? With Sebastian's analysis back when we first started covering it right around here. for this upside. So let's go ahead and take that into account here as a replay, and put it down here at 1 time the normal speed, and see how price action behaves on a potential squeeze like that, right? So here, take a look at this. Daily candles. These are one day after another. Our resistances are very, very relevant still. You're looking at July 13th. That's July 14th, 17th. This is 19th. July 21st here. This is July 24th, 26th. July 30th. This is August 1st now. And how price action continues into August. This is August 10th now. This is August 18th. We're approaching the end of August now, entering September of 2023, and we got a rip there. Very nice upside. Messing, man. This is really something else. This is September 8th. We had that rip from the bottom side of 393 to 797 where we reached our top side. And that took, from August 24th to September 13th. And now if we press pause on this, it took us from 129 on June 12th, 2023 to September 13th, 2023 to reach that top side. So there was a lot of attention here within the ticker to experience this massive upside here, guys. So let's kind of count that percentage, right? Because that was a huge run, right? So we're looking at the bottom side of 130-ish, right, to 797. Guys, you're looking at an over 500% gainer on that move. And why I'm observing this here with you right now is because we're potentially repeating that fractal, maybe. Okay, so we're gonna observe this, and we're gonna really run some back tests here, and we're gonna explore the necessary tools to identify a higher potential target here. Okay, so let me just go ahead and the replay here and put price action back to where we currently are, and kind of get rid of the drawings and show you again, right, how that price action is behaving. This time from 192. And look at that liftoff, right? This is enormous price action. Whatever is happening within the immediate short term here is just a consolidation phase because we're within critical resistances, which is why I was saying earlier that this could be something that could this area here, this could very well be our max pain, right? And the targets that I've provided for you are right, Zachariah. That this is kind of what you were observing here. One of my top side targets is 451 for this right up here. Okay, so if that really is going to be the case, check it out. There it is, and it's very, very much near some high importance geometric levels. That's going to be your the 3-spot 272 fib ratio of 446 to the 3-spot 618 at 463. So, CoinFox, share with me what you're doing. This pick will go to $7. I'm in no time. Oh, you shared with me a picture? Oh, no. Sorry, I must have mistaken something. And options, sorry, buddy. You were given to me. What were you giving me here? Let's see. Market close 33. Okay, we're looking at the stats. RSI is at 68. That's that's in the bullish control zone. The max pain is $2.50. No. Is that true?
Yes.
Dude, that's why this thing is freaking going insane. Max pain is 250. Yeah, there could be if there is gonna be if there's gonna be some short coverings, then I think it would be your smaller institutions first. Retail, heavy retail short. and small institutions. I think that would be it. But yeah, I mean, look at this in raw price action here. We're experiencing long wicks to the downside. That's typically a sign of strength. CoinFox saying we got an imposter. Where? Point this guy out. Where, buddy?
That's not me, dude. The one that said it's going to 7 in no time, that's not me. He's using my logo. He's using my logo that is trademarked.
Guys,
that's
take a look
my
at it.
shit. I had that shit made.
Guys,
fuck out of here,
CoinFox is
He's the security guard.
Guy, hold on.
Security guard.
Hold on. CoinFox is the wrench.
See ya.
He is the moderator. Okay, you guys. So you have acting rights here to ban people.
Oh, he's gone.
So sorry, Double X, speak to me, my brother.
CoinFox is the security guard. He's security.
Yeah, he has administrative access over my YouTube channel. He could literally see everything about it. I'm talking
but he's
everything.
watching the floor in the club.
Thank you, my brother.
All right. I'm on security, baby.
It's funny how, dude, I was gonna tell you guys that actually, that now that there are new people that I trust, and I have analysts that are really going on side by side with me here. You guys, I'm sorry guys, but collectively I have around 15,000 subscribers, and there are massive amounts of Sebastian, you tell him, bro. How many people have already been Sebastian? How many people have been Cal? How many people have been Cryptic? It's ridiculous, right? So you guys may experience this as well. Guys, remember one thing. Please, now that we have a good concentration of viewers right now, please know that we as in CoinFox, Sebastian, Cryptic Trader, Options, Off-Grid Gorilla, that none of us will ever message you first. You will hear it from me right now that if we are messaging you first, it is a trap, and do not give anybody your financial information or their or your money. Okay? There are plenty of imposters out there, and you guys have already seen literally hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ARCa imposters. Okay? Do not fall for it, because there will be more and more now that I have more people on the team. Okay, so please, guys, you too. I got to tell you guys that you're targets. I love you.
I'll tell you what, guys, be careful. You will get people in Discord sending you messages with my logo saying, "Hey, join this room, join that room." It ain't happening. I don't do that shit unless you know me personally. You ain't gonna get that.
And here's a really weird one for you. Just so you know, when CoinFox was when he stumbled across my channel was for that Honey Badger, what's up, baby? Was for the downside play on Tesla. He came up to me and expressed his respect over the analysis, and he said to me that him and his team never ever consider joining anyone else's Discord, a paid Discord, ever. But my dude here, I have him on Premium Family, and he still donates his money to me. And he's still here by my side trying to build it. Okay, you guys, so just know that CoinFox and his team will never ever join anyone in a paid Discord, and he did for the first time with me. So that says a lot. Okay, so know that he will never message you first, okay?
And that's why I tell all my guys that I brought, you should pay, because I'm paying. I don't have to pay. And I do it because I respect ARCa. He works hard. He's a good guy. He does right by everyone, and it's well worth the $10. I will give it to him all day long just to show my support, and I boost the server,
dude. And
shit.
Also,
y'all go boost the server, you cheap bastards.
Also, check this out. CoinFox just built that thing, right? Look at this. So if we type into the chat, I know it's going to be a little small down here, right? Let's just say, for example, we did let's do a meme stock, right? It's going to be !AMC. You press enter, and you get immediately the response from the finance bot giving you the whole breakdown, current price, you get the market cap, you get the shares outstanding, right? You get the float total, percentage of the holders. Hey, baby, come in. And all of that information, short ratio, you have your next earnings date. All of that information is given to you by just putting exclamation followed by the ticker. Okay, guys, that's something that CoinFox was nice enough to get developed and to implement onto the ARCa Bulls trading team. So come on by, join the team, and get and guys, I will tell you the honest truth. I am very much also sharing the scripts, okay? So if we come back here into my side of the chart, right? This is what I mean. I am sharing this is going to be the next one coming up, right? First of all, the ARC stats, the ABT stats. This is going to be the next one here for you guys. The one that I look at all the time with all of the metrics that I need. That's one for you, okay? The next one that we're going to be observing and that I'm going to release in probably a week or less, I think I got it done today, is going to be the brand new, the heat map, the volatility heat map. And that's this one right down here, right? So if we can just go ahead and get rid of this stuff right here. This is the new volatility heat map right down here. And this practically tells you how hot the contraction or expansion phase could be, right? So this is one of the newest additions here to the ARC scripts, and that's going to be yours. Aside from the fact that I'm already giving you my personal relative strength index, right? I'm also giving to you, what else did I? And the reversion variant 2.0, right? I have already released this one as well, right about here, which tells you the upper bounds and the lower bounds, 1 standard and 2 standard deviations away from means to identify mean reversions. Okay, so this is also yours. Joining the ARCa Bulls trading team, all you have to do is go into the ARC library, copy the script, and it's yours. Go ahead and modify it. Do what you will with it. Show me that you can code or use it as I intended to be used. Guys, this is all part of joining the ARCa Bulls trading team. So once again, here is the link. Come on by. All right. So Vidman is saying for
open
finger.
Source?
Say again.
Open source?
Open source are these right here, completely.
What?
How about that, dude? How about that? That means that they can keep it. They'll
Forget
always
about it.
Dude, come on, man. I'm giving them literally my life's work. Straight out, open source, and they can modify it. They can do whatever they want with it because I trust these people. I trust retail. They trust me, right? So, guys,
Yeah,
I mean
you
well.
guys selling this shit, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I mean well. I mean well by this, you guys. All these tools can be yours.
Those Zekis will be on you.
And what am I
Those
asking?
Zekis will come get you.
Those Zekis will come and get you, right? So Ian Tucker says down there, come join us. We got an old gorilla, and for 33 cents a day, watch him perform. Hey, baby, how you doing? That's my little guy right here, you guys. I'm working here with you. I'm showing you what I provide for you, and I got my 4-year-old, jibber jabbering around behind me.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm working for, guys. You hear him right next to me, man. That's what I'm working for. I'm working for that little guy. And that's it. That's what I mean, team. I just want to trade the markets, and I just want to trade it with you. All right.
I thought you were a gorilla trainer.
He is.
So, guys, expect the market prep for FNGR to come out on Sunday with some new data. We're going to use the new tool that we just spoke of for the options flow. We're going to get those targets in line. So, you know what? Why don't we breeze by GTII here, and let's observe what it has in respects for price action into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get this done. 4-hour time frame here. Volatility versus momentum is actually still on an upside pivot, but the thing is that we're contracting. So what does that mean? That means that we're maintaining the upside target in consolidation while maintaining the upside pivot. So we're slowly growing into the overbought percentile. And that means that we could face, again, some retracement. And that retracement is literally right within this chop box here. Again, man. So whatever has to happen here with GTII needs to happen soon, right? But we have a good acting catalyst right now. We have the new, what was his last name? Ribari is the new CEO. I guess he was already a part of FNGR even prior to this. So that means, that just means here that we could be facing some upside price action, and this could be reaccumulating for a new direction. How you doing, baby? You want some water? Let me give you some water. Oh, nice. Here, drink some water. There you go. Sorry, you guys. You know, a lot of the times when I perform this analysis, I'm taking care of my little boy right next to me. So there's also times where I'm on a live market prep or something on a video that you hear me speaking, and I'm right there rocking him to sleep for his nap, right? So I got to do it. I got to do it, and if I don't do it, you know, then he's gonna be in bad shape. I got to make sure to. Oh, I love, that's a dog. Yeah, that's a dog. That's a dog. Sorry, you guys. You saw the cat? Yeah.
No, it's a gorilla.
It's a gorilla. Say gorilla. Say gorilla.
ARCa, if you get a chance, can you take a peek at GameStop?
GME, yeah. Why? What's going on with it? It's pumping?
It had a big insider buy the other day, $650,000 buy by insider buy. The short float is super high. It had a failed breakdown and reclaimed it instantly the day after the big buy off a multi-year inflection point.
What? Really? Oh yeah, baby. That's Christmas, baby. All right. So
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with it, but take a peek when you get a chance.
No, yeah. Let's look at GME.
Can I say something
Go
about
ahead,
that?
Double X. Please speak, my brother. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's, BS or for real. They're saying that whoever the big shots are with GameStop, they're looking to turn it into a hedge fund kind of, and buy some companies or something like that. So I don't know if that's true or what. You follow me?
Where'd you hear that?
Really?
I read that. I told OGG about it earlier today, and that was part of what I read.
I think something's going on with it.
And you know what? It was in a news feed on a broker site. Not that makes it true, because of capybara, and I don't want to open up that can of worms. But it was on a news feed on a broker site. I read that. I was even telling ask OGG right now what I asked him to look at before about a couple hours ago.
Was it for GME?
Yeah, GameStop.
What?
I read about it. I'll go back and look for it. Maybe not tonight, but I'll look for it. But
okay.
I told you, OGG, me and Foxy Roxy think alike. Okay, all right.
Nice.
I don't know if that's a good thing for Foxy. So she better.
I was going to say, you just fucked Foxy's full of my whole image of him up, bro.
Oh shit! All right. Okay,
You
man.
know I love you, buddy. I'm just fucking with you.
I could care less, bro. You don't.
Yeah, Coin
Hey,
Fox.
I made you some money today, bro. Let everybody know on our fucking trade how good we did.
Yeah, on that Canopy stock.
CGC, baby.
Nice, man. Yeah, the cannabis stocks are ripping right now, team. That's gonna be your ACB, CGC.
Yeah,
There's a few of them out there.
Don't bring that up, because I told him I got to take a shower. He goes, "Oh, go ahead, nothing's gonna happen." And he's ringing the phone off the hook, and he says, "It might be time to get out." And then we did, and we should have got back in.
Oh man,
right? Yeah,
nice.
No big deal.
We could have scalped it twice. It moved our ATR twice.
Right.
We made 80% on the first play, and probably could have made another 50 or 60.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, let me just finish off here GTII real quick, and I want to take a look at GME right after this as well. So let's observe GTII and see what we got in store for this, right? So your daily time frame on GTII is, once again, right, daily time frame by daily time frame, whatever that is. We have a little bit of a bull flag. We also have the measured move for this as well. Okay, so quite literally what we were speaking of yesterday is still in play. So if we were to observe an upper bound move, then this would be your range, 2606 to 3004. Okay, a good signal here is that we do have some candles that are printing at a new higher high and higher low structure. Actually, this would be a bear pennant if it's validated. But if we observe this in different perspectives, I think it could turn into something else. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see the 6 hour. Let me see the bi-hourly. Is that really what I'm seeing here? No way. Do we have an inverse head and shoulders on a bi-hourly or an hourly? What? I think we do. Look at that. I didn't notice this until just now. All right, there's probably a reason here, guys, for to get this thing to continue to the upside here. And that you know what? I can let me take a look at this in that other chart. I think this was the one right over here. Hey, baby. Oh, he wants me to repeat every single time he yells or does something, So I got to be there ready. Okay, so here we go, dude. Yeah, I think this is a little awkward, but it's definitely present. Let me get this thing out of the way. This would be your structure right in here. All right, so now we do have. Let me see if the regression. The regression may be. Hi, buddy. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I don't usually do this because they're not often straight across like this, but there may be another upside target to observe here. And guess what? This may be the same target that we're getting from the bull flag, right? So let's put it at the top of the shoulder here, and this would be your topside target. Yeah. So it's very much confluent. It's very much confluent to the top of the bull flag target, and this would be your head and shoulders. This would be your bull flag here. So technically speaking, yeah, I guess that could be it. Let me take a look at the volume profile too, real quick, before we move on to GME and see what the potentials are there. I see that chart was crazy, man. I saw it right up. The hell is going on in the markets right now, right? Okay, so nice. We're getting a bit of incline of bull volume here, and let's take a look at the moving average on this as well. Okay, yeah, we're peaking outside. These bullish bars of volume. What's up, baby? Yeah, I see you. All right, so so guys, we're just in a consolidation phase. If we are to face a downside here, I think that there's potentially anywhere between 22.68. We just said it out loud to around 22 cents. Come right back up to the resistances of around 25.50. As soon as we get an hourly closure, I think it'll do it for me. An hourly closure above 70 or 25.50. That is going to start showing some upside pressure. Immediate resistance at 27.60. Followed by a pullback, validation of your newly converted resistance into support. Then you'll get your top bound here of around 31.66 to about 32.38. So we got a little bit to go here. We got a little bit to go here. Oh, Candace, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really try to be, right? I have to be, mom's at work and everything, so I have to show the compassion of mom. I have to show the rigidness of dad. And I have to also be responsible like mom. So that means that we got to take a shower all the time, and it sucks. So we have to brush our teeth twice a day, and that sucks too. But yeah, we me and my little boy here, right? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to show mommy that we could do it together, right? So now Michael Anthony's saying GTN has 19 insiders buying, which on March 28th, that two more insiders both bought 10,000 shares at $8.09. Nice. That means that they're holding it long term, that they're willing to bet on their company that it can continue to the upside. Now, don't get fooled by that. That doesn't mean that price action is going to continue immediately. It just means that they're long their company and they believe in the prospect. Okay, so whether price action is going to get there tomorrow, we don't know. So just be careful. Do your research, do your DD, because it looks like you are doing exactly that. I encourage that, Michael. Good job, buddy. Good job, man. All right, so that is pretty much it for GTII team. Expect that little bit of a pullback down to that 22 cent zone and then continue. And you know what? I know that there's CoinFox came up and said for us to take a look at ticker symbol GME for GameStop. Let's see what this thing is doing. And I'm not, guys, by any means am I not trying to turn into no roaring kitty right now, okay? So that's, I'm not going to start cover unless it really moves hard, then I guess I will, right? But because that'll present an opportunity for trapped retail to get out. Did you guys see that, the movie? What was it? What was it called again? The new one that just came out on GME. I forgot the name of it.
Dumb Money.
Yeah, Dumb Money. Did you guys see that? That girl is still holding the bag. The nurse. Damn it, man. I forgot her name. Was that America Ferrera? I don't know who it was. Right, but she's still holding there. So if I can provide some information here, this thing starts going up. Man, I'll be happy to share with her some resistance and the rest of the world too. Hopefully, we can get some nice targets to finally relieve some tension from this continuous nightmare, right? So we have a gap. CoinFox is saying that we have a gap at 140 to 290, and that, man, that's super freaking scary. I'm not looking at this on a daily time frame, so let's look at this like this now, okay? Now, are we thinking that this can go up or down? Oh, not GME. Got it. You're looking at something else.
Yeah, he was asking about the ticker. No, I think GME's got a potential $20 move.
Whoa. Okay.
Like $20.
Let me support it. Let's see what we got then. Daily time frame closed at about 4.06% to the upside. It is already facing its let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting close to the weekly resistance at around that 1151. As soon here's a fair detail. As soon as, oh yeah, baby, that's medicine. If we can beat this target here, you can see that we have a bottom support here, right? And you can see that we have the top side resistance. That marks off an inflection zone. You have a little bit of a gap here, right? So as soon as we can break above this gap and close your daily closures above that 1196 to maybe even, let's just say that would be 1183 to about the upper bound here of around 1199, $12. That can present a continuation to the upside that can literally be kind of easy. Okay, so that means that you're breaking above this zone here. Very important. Okay, so from there, your next upside target, guys, look at this gap here. That would be around $13. All right, so if that's the case, let's go ahead and see what the potentials are within that first, okay? Because CoinFox is saying that he personally looking at a potential $20 move on this, right? So if that really is the case, let's go ahead and take a look at volatility and see if we can face reasons for this thing to get to get that kind of move. I mean, first of all, this is coming down to a critical support area after what looks like a freaking falling wedge, right? So in other words, what is it, a monthly time frame bull flag, or maybe even a semi-annual bull flag? I guess it could be, right? But this, yeah, we're at major pivots right now. Okay, so there could be a shift in price action. Let me see this on the annual chart. Damn. Okay. What about let's see, volume. Oh man. Yeah, nice. The volume bar that's been decreasing here. That means that the short pressure is kind of is dying off. Damn, this is very nice volume here. Whoa. Let me look at the semi-annual. Yeah, we're decreasing volume here month by month. Take a look at semi-annually, right? We're dropping volume on that bear pressure. This is approaching a near end to that downside here. Of course, we can still experience some pressure down to 1083, maybe down into the 1063 zone even, right? Maybe even 1006, but it's still, that's that monster, baby. We can still face that support bottom. There are a lot of confluent targets down there, but now that we know where we are within the placement of your semi-annual, right? This is very bullish. So let's take a look at the immediate short term for volatility versus momentum. Okay. All right. I see it. I'm not going to negate it. Because I'm not the biggest fan of either AMC or GME. They can all screw themselves. All right? I'm really not. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Team, yeah, there's something up here, and it's weird. All right? So look at this. Massive upside pivot in the gravitational zone, entering the bullish control zone on stochastics. More importantly, we're breaking out of a critical contraction zone, and we're starting an expansion phase from what is the minimum time frame that I would consider for a multiple day move. Okay, so this is an upside continuation from a massive thrust from the hourly. So that means that the hourly time frame may already be at the top and slightly pivoted to the downside. So let's go ahead and look at that. Right there it is. That's your hourly time frame at the very top side and already kind of pivoting, right? So if this is really thrusting that hard from the hourly time frame, let's see how far that thrust is going, right? Yeah, the 30-minute, that had it. And literal huge wave here. So that's cascading into the hourly time frame. The hourly time frame is now cascading. That's that wave effect, remember? Now it's cascading into that bi-hourly time frame. And look at the 3 hour. Huge upside pressure. Big expansion phase happening here. We're in the bullish control zone and at gravitation. That means that there could be a continuation to that upside. All right, now let's go to the 4 hour. We already saw that. That's very bullish. Expansion phase happening. Massive green. We're actually getting bull volume prints on the 4 hour as well. Above the moving average. Let's see the 6 hour time frame. 6 hour time frame, huge upside pivot. We're about to start expanding outside of the 15th percentile of critical contraction. 8 hour time frame also, huge upside pivot here. Guys, this is potentially leading for a multiple time frame upside move. I don't know why, I don't know how, but the 12 hour time frame is also showing massive strength as well. Daily time frame, damn, critical expansion here. And we're now shifting towards an upside. I don't even want to see the bi-daily. Man, let's see. Oh, holy crap. Nice. Okay. This was a deep area here of contraction. Very large area of contraction. And we're now expanding. And this is starting to get that correction pivot towards that upside. And it is retracing from a very notable area. If we apply a line like that and we look historically, you can see how many times there has been explosive moves to the upside from this very area that we're trying to retrace from. Here's another one. Here's another one. And another one. Guys, this is doing something. I can't believe GME is really trying it. I am not a fan of this ticker whatsoever. I freaking hate what they did to retail, but it is showing huge consistencies and a high probability of reversal. Very close, very in the short-term time frame here. Damn it, dude. CoinFox is nailing this call right now. I think it'd probably be worth a back test here of the bi-daily time frame. That is let's see how long that period was of contraction. This is interesting. All right, contraction phase lasted for about 55 days. There's another one right over here too. This lasted for 58 days. There's another huge contraction phase here. Lasted for about, 73 days. Let's see the other contraction phases. There's one right back here. Let's see how long that one was. That's 42 days. Another one back here. 45 days. And let me get into this zone right over here. These. Let's see. We're just going to grab a quick average here. 37 days. 34 days. Hey, baby. Let's see. That's a scary dinosaur. 53 days was that contraction phase. This one here started a little bit weird. 53 days back to back. Okay. All right. So now let's read them back let's read them back as voice. Check it out. 53 days contraction. 37 days contraction. 34 days contraction. We're missing one right over here. Let's go ahead and take into account that one. Started right about here. 48 days, 45 days contraction. This is too small. We have one iteration here of 42 days. And we have 73, 58, and 55. Guys, the average contraction phase before a move on price action is around 40 days. And we're right now contracting and exiting at 55 days. That is perfect. This is statistically ready for a big ass move to the upside. So, and the everything is kind of showing it. Now, the next thing would do is to identify the moves. How many of those contraction phases led to an upside? So let's just see. We don't have to measure the upside. We can do that later, right? So this contraction phase was a downside. This was this one was an upside from about here to here, right? This was also a massive upside. Let's go back. So we have one miss so far. All right, here is the next one. Let's get price action. Right. Okay, nice upside on that contraction phase. Cool. Let's go back a little bit more and take a look at this. Oh, look at that. Huge upside here on that 45 day. This one right over here, massive upside on that 48 day. Oh, man. Take a look at this. This 34 day, huge upside there. Another upside target from here to here on these twins. Let's take a look at the price action within this area here. Oh, okay. So this is a consolidation phase, not bad. And then this one was also a massive upside. Damn. Guys, we're looking at a 95% read, 96% read upside price action based on the iteration of volatility and contraction that we're observing in right now, that we're exiting from right now. That's the hit rate that it has when it exits from that long of a period in contraction. Damn it.
Do you have an average gain on those by chance?
That's exactly what I was going to say, that we would have to...
I'm saying possibly $24.
That's what I was going to say next, is that we would have to just measure the upside. Guys, heads up, I'm overheating just a little bit here. Hang on. Let me see if I can close out anything I could. And turn on the air real fast. Hold on. The exclamation point just came up in that thing again. Holy crap.
Oh, on your computer?
Yeah. It's because it's really hot in here, and I've been streaming for a while. I've been streaming for, let's see, 2.5 hours so far. So, and also I just filmed the video before this, and we streamed like crazy this morning as well. I'm turning it on now. Damn, that thing did get really hot. Guys, if I lose you, I love you. I'll come back, right? But, or, we could just call it a night too. But let's just, that would be the next step, brother. Sorry, go ahead.
Bro, let's thank Triple X for actually bringing this to our attention.
Triple X bringing in the play, my brother. Thank you so much. This is really nice of you, and it is showing consistencies, and it definitely is showing that there is a huge loss of bear volume on the buy daily, bro. You could be calling an upside move here, right? Okay,
I think so.
Listen, I got BYQ lotto tickets that were taken off the ticker chart, and I don't know. There's a lot going on. I've been following this for months, and there's a lot going on with this Ryan Cohn and Carl Icahn behind the scenes.
Yeah,
investing a lot of money. But I'll be quiet. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, no problem, my brother. Let's go ahead. This is going to be the one miss right here, right? So, and in this one here, I guess we could grab a very, very discretion, heavy discretion average, right? So this is going to be your, hopefully I don't close out here at any moment. So I just turned on the air, so that should be okay. Let's see. This is going to be an upside move too, yeah? Dude, I'm pushing the limits of the system right now, bro.
I was laughing at
Also,
options.
I think you kind of got to take into account where the contraction phase was. Was it at a high or was it at a low?
Right. So what I'm doing here is just because I'm not focusing on the exact in the exact numbers. I'm just noticing that within contraction there was a low, and exiting contraction there was a high. So, man, if some of these continue to the upside even still, I can be way more accurate on this, right? But this is definitely outside of how I trade, how I backtest. How I backtest is a lot more boring. Let's just say that. So, so you know what? Why don't we do that? I'm gonna put together a backtest here. I know that you guys were gonna do some work on Finger's options flow for the potential upside targets with heavier open interest. So yeah, we could be observing here some nice plays into the market prep of Sunday. What's up, baby? That's a big dinosaur. Look at that thing. It's ugly. Mark Roach is saying ARCa is overheating. I definitely am spitting all this hot fire. So yeah, let me. I'm gonna go ahead and really backtest this on a buy daily because this thing is prepping and it's not quite there. But I think it's actually, did it fire already? Damn, the signal fired. Holy crap, it did. And it fired when? 2, 4, 6 days ago. And this thing is about to get its upside pivot. Yeah. This is close to the bottom, man. This could, I mean, if it's going to retrace here, I guess it could. Dude, look at that buy daily read. It's showing man, look at that doggy. A dinosaur. Yeah, so guys, I think we're in this. I think we're in for something interesting here. This was an interesting stream. We actually didn't do what we were supposed to traditionally do, but I think it was great. Guys, do me a favor right now, please. This helps the algorithm. Hit that like button right now, please. Before we leave, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you are interested, remember, in pulling together some strategies of your own, join me in the ArcMasters trading course. And that would be at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. Okay? Reach out to me. I'll give you the packages and I'll the disclaimer, the syllabus and all that good stuff. And we'll get you rolling. All right? So ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. Remember, I'm going to go ahead and share. Yeah, Mark Roach, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, dude, 820, 70 degrees outside. No wonder my computer's going insane. That means I got to start putting back in the studio AC. I can't be using the central air like this. No way. That's gonna kill here in freaking desert land. Oh, nice. The computer's back to life. All right, you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and close up shop here, team. I really appreciate everybody for coming on by. Please remember, I'm here for you, right? I want to make sure that we're observing the markets together and that we have a deeper edge together as well. Okay, CoinFox, Mark Roach, all the analysts here, options, Off-Grid Gorilla. I love you guys dearly. Thank you for everything you do, right? And you guys know how it is, man. You guys know how it is. All right, and also DJ, if you're in here, dude, thank you so much for the boost in the server, man. I saw it, dude. We're at 11 now, man. Out of 14, it's looking good. It's looking really good.
I'd like to see some new faces in the trading floor with us tomorrow. I'd like to see some people come and join us to make some money at the end of the week.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The ARCa Bulls team has definitely been consistent here, so let's keep pushing it on.
Will be performing for you live.
Baby, dancing gorilla.
Oh, the great dancing gorilla. All right, team, let me go ahead and pose an exit here, guys. I love you, team. Please be safe. And that's my little guy saying, go, 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 go.
Go, gorilla, go.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and push this thing. Let's go ahead and push it and push it and push it and push it. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, 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 ever, 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 never. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I'll catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.